Wait, and he made that?
The DJ Dixie two-time exclusive. Welcome to the We Say They Say podcast.
What it do, man? It's your boy, the real Brody, and this is the We Say
They Say
podcast. Hottest podcast out right now. I'm in here with my man Ezel, my brother. Meet you two times, say it two times.
Two times, say it 2 times.
My motherfucking DJ spinning that shit, man. Let me ask y'all a question. How was y'all week, Ezel? Since you, I don't mean to call you a girl, but you the girl, so because you're in the middle, so.
Oh shit.
Nigga, please. First of all, if you started, I finished it. But nah, man, weekend was cool. Week going alright. I didn't really do too much. Just was chilling this weekend, so it was cool. So what you mean, Joe? What your weekend?
Whoa. Slow your roll, Jack. Slow your roll.
Slow your roll.
Slow your roll. They started off wrong. Measure.
Hold on, what is that?
Measure.
It's your show. You've been missing for 3 weeks.
Hey, guess what?
I'm a big dog now.
One call, your ass won't be back. What you talking about?
I'm a big dog.
Hey, Meech, how was your week, man?
I think it was alright, man. You know, we was down ATL and shit with that motherfucking riding on 4-4, shawty. Telling them fuck niggas that I'm fuck with you, shawty. Gotta get back with me at the quick trip. I'm gonna flip that bitch. We gonna take that hoe down the motherfucking old nat. And we're gonna take that hoe back to the streets. You feel me, y'all? So, no, we was down like a Brody face. Nah, we was down in Atlanta, man. Atlanta was lit this weekend, man. It was just chill. I had a nice little weekend. Have a little weekend getaway. I'm on my world tour right now. In my DJ set popping, you know. How was your week, brother?
My week was cool, man. You know, I don't be doing too much. I'm in the house for real. You know, taking care of the children, shit like that. But yeah, man. Like my man said in the middle, I haven't been gone, but that's personal reasons, you know, health reasons and shit.
Well, shout out to my man Bobby Smurder, man. Bobby from Smurder home, man. They done freed my man. They freed the real.
Oh yeah, my man out. Shout out to Slam Me Out. But yeah, like I said, my week was cool, man. Just handling business, not too much. But yeah, let's get into the topic tonight, man. The topic tonight is money really the root of all evil? Your opinion, yes or no? I'm gonna start off with Ezel. Ezel, go ahead.
Is money the root of all evil? No, it's not. And the reason why I say money is not the root of all evil because everybody ain't got money.
Correct.
So it depends on who you asking and how you look at it. Like some people say money can't buy happiness.
Right.
I disagree with that. It can be a hell of a down payment. Because if you rich, you ain't really got shit to be mad or sad about. And if you broke, you ain't got nothing to be happy about.
That's not true.
What you got to be happy about when you
Oh,
broke?
no, I know some happy broke motherfuckers.
No bullshit.
I don't.
It determines it determines your mentality. Broke is, what is your, like, you know what I'm saying? You talking about money wise, or you talking about just like, are you talking about like life?
To me, I think it's.
You gotta be talking about money.
So it's two types.
Broke is a mentality.
No, hold on. No.
Yes, it is.
Broke is broke. But it's two types of broke to me. If you broke because you paid your bills and your house and all that other shit, everything is taken care of, and you broke like that because you did the responsible adult thing, you're not broke.
I don't feel like you broke.
You did what you're supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you're not broke, because you're handling your business. You're doing what the fuck you're supposed to do.
But I
said,
always say it's
broke is different. Poor and broke is totally different.
Yeah, but I always say if I'm broke, I always got money to buy food. Now, if I say if I say I can't go out and I can't buy me nothing to eat, I'm broke. But I always got something to give me something to eat. I ain't never like broke.
You ain't never broke then, motherfucker.
I just say that. So I mean, I don't think money is the root of all evil.
I agree with you. I don't either.
You can just to piggyback off what Ezel said. You could you can pay all your bills, and like you said, can be considered broke, just due to the fact that some people live beyond their means.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So living beyond your means, you're broke. Like you don't got no money. Your friends doing stuff, or you want to do stuff or buy stuff, and you can't because you hollering you broke. Even though your bills is paid, you might be driving around in a $3,000 car. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like being broke is a choice, though.
I mean, some people can't control being broke, though. I get what you're saying. Broke, poor, like poor is like you can't control being poor. I get what you're saying as far as that. That makes sense. But
because anybody can get their ass up and go fill out a motherfucking application.
But that don't mean everybody qualified either, though.
Nigga, anybody's qualified to go work at McDonald's.
I disagree.
Anybody's qualified to go work at Burger King. Checkers.
So do you consider a person that work at McDonald's broke?
No.
Okay.
Not if they doing what they supposed to do. Like he did.
So you just call them they're poor?
Yeah.
Okay, because they making, I don't know what they make. No
I don't know.
No offense to nobody that work at McDonald's.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think everybody's qualified to work at McDonald's and Burger King. I disagree with that. I don't think so.
Like if you're a killer, you know what I'm saying? You just got out with 25 25-year bid, they might not fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Or you might got tattoos all over your body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm filling out applications, but do they want to hire me because I might look
It's all
scary?
about your appearance.
Yeah,
And it's about if you got customer service. If you ain't got no customer service, your ass don't need to be working at no McDonald's.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that easy.
A lot of them motherfuckers don't got customer service.
And just because you at McDonald's and you make $15, $14, $13 an hour, don't mean everybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I said, everybody can get their ass up and fill out an app, but that don't mean you gonna get the job. I mean,
they got a higher chance of getting the job if you fill a motherfucking application.
I mean, you always got a higher chance, the more the barrier, but a lot of people, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of lazy motherfuckers out here screaming they don't got no money, they poor, but they're not even trying. You know what I'm saying? They're not even trying, but it is motherfuckers who really out here trying, grinding, getting up, going to jobs that they really don't like. You know what I'm saying?
But my question to that is, you going to a job you don't like, why? When you can apply for the job that you want.
Right, but the job they might want might require a degree.
Correct.
And they might not.
Well, obviously, well, I put it like this: if you got a love for something, then that's different. But if you just going to a job just to fill out money, then you just to get money, then I feel like that shit not gonna work out regardless because you're not there because you're not there off of this is something you really want to do.
Right,
you're just there to get a fucking check. So of course you going to work gonna be a shitty ass day. So you don't even really want to be here.
My day don't be shitty, and when I go to work,
like some people,
it ain't like I'm pressed to do my job. My day
you gotta live, you gotta eat, you gotta get money. You sometimes you gotta take what you can get before you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might go to that job every day that you don't like, but you're not going in there mad. You going in there and do your motherfucking job. So you working, but when you leave that motherfucker, even you might be there. You know what I'm saying? You might have a fucking a call center job,
right,
and you hate that motherfucker.
Right.
But while you on your little break time, you might be on the computer filling out apps for another job because you really don't want to be there. But you still, because of your person, you still walk in there with that, that happy mentality type shit.
This goes to me asking this.
Yeah.
You got a job that you want. Why you don't do what's necessary to get the job you want? If you, like you said, the job, you might be interested in doing IT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you working, you know what I'm saying? You working at motherfucking, you might be doing security or some shit. Why you don't do what you supposed to do to get the IT job? Like go to school, learn how to do the shit so you can be more qualified. Because a lot of people say they want to do shit and motherfuckers don't get off their ass and go do it.
Right. That's a different type of person. I'm speaking for the people, who actually, they trying to get where they trying to go, just sometimes it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The unexpected shit happen. Deaths happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for funerals.
Right,
you got, car accident. Now your car gone. It was your fault, and you can't pay the insurance. Or like I said, it goes back to sometimes. Then that goes to the people living beyond their means. You got a car that you can't afford. You know what I'm saying? That'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And put you. You know what I'm saying? But that's when people gotta. That's when priorities come in. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go and you tired of your job, don't be hollering at me. You tired of your job and you can't afford to go to school, but you spending money on other shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit that don't matter.
Right. If you tell me, you trying to do something, and but the problem is finances, then what you doing about it to get that shit done. But
like I said, I feel like being broke is a choice. Some motherfuckers choose to Staying on the corners and shit, bro. You know what I hate, bro? And I ain't even trying to be mean, bro. I hate when I go to the fucking gas station, bro, and a nigga walk up to me and ask me for a fucking $1. That shit blow me because I point at the motherfucking McDonald's right there. Like, hey, you can go fill out a motherfucking app. They give your ass $15. You asking me for 4 quarters, you get $15 over there. You talking to the wrong one.
Yeah, I mean,
that shit blows the fuck out of me. I swear to God.
I don't disagree with some people, but some of them people they fuck themselves over just by drugs. You know what I'm saying? They're not asking, like you said, they not looking at it like nigga. They not looking at, okay, I'm trying to work to get high. They want, like you said, they lazy. Some people without, like some people just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people I know that usually homeless, it's due to a drug addiction. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never, it's very rare that I see a stable, like a homeless person that don't seem like something wrong with him. You know
I ain't gonna hold you. Downtown, I seen a homeless nigga walk off the corner and go get into a Cadillac and drive the fuck off.
Yeah, see, and that's the fucked up part. That
fuck me up.
To speak on that make you mad and make you not want to get, and it fucked up because it really be niggas out there who really, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you carry the person that's fucked up because of the niggas who out there taking advantage of that shit.
Because I ain't even gonna hold you.
You cooked me, man.
I'm not giving no money to no white homeless person. I'm not giving no money to no white homeless person. Don't even come towards my car.
I ain't gonna hold you easy.
Because you got white privilege. So you had it all your life. I'm not giving you no.
Not add no more to it.
So you might as well cancel that.
I ain't gonna hold you. A white nigga rode up on me on a motherfucking bicycle at Home Depot. Asked my ass for some change. I gave his ass 2 dimes and a nickel. So here you go.
Nah, it's the fun. Speaking of that, that's dig too deep into the homeless situation. They like I definitely had some homeless people come to me, and I had food. And they be like, yeah, man, you got $1 or something. And I be like, man, look, I got this sandwich right here. And they like, nah, I need $1.
I'm eating that, fuck that.
And like I said, it ain't even, like I said, drugs, alcohol, all in the same boat. Like, some niggas, they want to go get that money to go buy a bottle or go get drunk. You know what I'm saying?
You're not supplying the drug addiction.
Nah, I feed you.
ain't supplying.
I'll buy you something to eat.
I really, nigga, be in front of the McDonald's. Hey, I need $1, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't got no cash, but I can get you something out of here. You in front of the McDonald's, so I'm assuming you hungry. I'll buy you a sandwich. And like, nah, just give me the money. Like, but the last thing I got to say about homeless people, but they be wilding because I've had a homeless nigga. I told him I ain't had no cash, and the nigga told me he go get cash back. He's like, they can do cash back in there. And I'm like, the fuck?
They didn't got some bold.
I say, nigga, you want some chips? Fuck wrong with you?
I'll buy you something to eat, but I'm not giving you no cash.
Yeah, nah.
So,
but the answer to the topic question is money the root of all evil. To me, that's an up and down thing because I feel like a lot of people will do certain things for money. Like
I'm gonna tell you right now,
they'll give up their morals.
Hey, we were just talking about that shit last week. I swear to God, I told your ass, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say in here. If a nigga come down here, want $100 million, put that shit on the table, tell y'all ass you gonna do something for $2, I swear to God, everybody in this motherfucker gonna think about it. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all niggas can lie to y'all something. Niggas gonna contemplate. Like, hold on, what you mean?
No, everybody not. I ain't selling my
niggas gonna look. Niggas gonna get up in the seat like, hold on, what you mean? Do something for $2? Like, what you talking about?
So there's a room full of niggas down here. I don't even need to know what you're talking about. You can keep that shit to yourself. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Niggas don't got morals. Niggas don't got morals these days. Money rules all.
So if a nigga tell you to do something $2, you ain't doing it.
No.
You talking to me?
Both y'all.
I'm not. It's a room full of niggas down here. No,
I'm not. I'm being completely honest because I know myself. I know how I was grew up. I grew up with morals and I got fucking character. I don't give a fuck how much money a nigga put on the table. If that's not something that I'm into or I feel like I'm selling myself, then I'm not doing it. That's just me. That's me personally. I can't speak for everybody. I ain't trying to say niggas gay or nothing. But I'm just saying, a lot of people, if the price is right, a lot of motherfuckers would do shit that you wouldn't believe if the price is right. That's just how I feel.
So do you think money rule all evil?
I think the person with the money is the evil one. Because you got a choice to use your money the right way, or you got a choice to use it another way. Or however you want to, put it, you have a choice.
What's the right way?
I mean, I ain't mean to say right way, but I'm saying you have a choice to choose your money however you choose to. You know what I'm saying? Like some people use their money for bills. Okay, let's just be hypothetical. People just use their money for bills.
Mm-hmm.
Some motherfuckers take their money and buy prostitutes. I mean, it's all in your choices.
That's
So
not
the
evil.
person-
That's not evil though.
I'm not saying it's evil. That's not what I mean by
person
specifically being evil. That's not what
But
I'm
the
saying.
person not evil if they using their money for prostitutes. That's not evil. You basically contradicting yourself. You saying the person is evil, not the money. You basically just contradicted yourself.
Basically, I'm saying it's all about your choices. Is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say the person is like legitimately evil. I'm just saying the way they're using their money isn't how I would use my money.
I got you, but you still opened you opened the door for me to ask that question.
Right.
How is buying
Right.
prostitute evil?
I'm not. Okay, so me personally, I look at it as
Maybe you need to give another example.
Yes,
okay.
you definitely got to.
Right. Okay. I don't fucking know. Okay. If you being using your money to be evil. Let's say you a drunk, right? Let's say you have a drinking addiction. You know that you shouldn't be drinking, but you constantly feeding your addiction. That's using your money for evil.
Nah, I still can't go with that one either. Nah, I need another example. That's not evil. That's
why you can't go with that?
Because that's an addiction. That's not evil. And an addiction is something that you have that you can't kick the habit. It's like a habit that you can't kick. And it's an addiction. With him saying
Addiction is evil.
addiction can't be evil. So hold on. If you got an addiction for shoes, is that evil?
If you have an addiction to heroin or cocaine, I feel like that's an evil addiction.
Well, evil is good and ass is good.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You get your piece of evil ass. Woo!
I'm trying to. That's what
How
I'm
y'all
trying
think y'all got here? Ass is good.
Hey, I didn't say it wasn't.
He said, Brother Brown went down there and got him a $2 hoe. That's evil. He cheated on his wife. But he had a good time with that $2 hoe. Evil is good and ass is
Daddy
good.
was a hoe. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just. It's different. It's all about how you look at it. That's why I say it's all about how you look at it and how you think about it.
Right.
Like some people say, like money is a bad thing. Like I don't know one motherfucker that would really just sit up here and be like, oh, well, I don't want this much money. Oh, I don't know what it'll mess me up. Well, it's evil if I get this much money. It's a motherfucking lie.
So are you saying, Brody, that having money, some people, it makes them evil?
To a certain extent, yes.
That's what I think you're
Yes,
trying
to
to
a
say.
certain extent, yeah.
You're trying to say that okay, now I got all this money.
The
now I'm
judgment,
about to do this evil
right?
shit.
The judgment that people go on. When you have a lot of money, you feel like you can do anything in the fucking world. When you,
But you can't.
But again, a lot of shit ain't good for you to be doing.
If I got an unlimited amount of money, if I'm like a certified billionaire, 100 billionaire, and I can do whatever I want, I can get up and do whatever the fuck I want. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
It will.
People make bad choices.
It's hard to. It's only a bad choice if you can't get yourself out of the situation.
Again, you just said it's all how we look at it, though, right?
But you said it's a bad choice. You said people make bad choices. It's only a bad choice if you can't get yourself out of the situation. You can do whatever you want.
You can have a lot of fucking money and put yourself in some shit you can't get out of.
That's what I'm saying. It's only a bad choice if you can't get out the situation.
Basically, we're saying the same thing.
I mean, that don't make it evil. So here's my question:
It's not evil.
Because if a person, somebody, they made it out the hood, they become millionaire, does it make them evil to not give back?
No. Because everybody has this notion that the minute you make it,
Yeah.
you gotta give back. It's your responsibility to help everybody in the hood or help everybody in your family. That's how you'll go broke. It's not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility to help the hood. It's not. Like,
fuck the hood.
I
I'm helping
mean,
niggas I fuck with.
so but here's the thing: if I became a millionaire, like at the end of the day, sometimes some people in the hood they have unfortunate situations. They don't want to be there, but they shit happen. Like I said, some people went to jail. We're black. A lot of people, we stereotype like a motherfucker.
Right.
So a lot of people, Like, it's not the baby's fault that, you know, that they going to this fucked up ass school, not really getting educated. So if I had money, you know, like something like Bron, you know what I'm saying? Like Bron built the school. You know what I'm saying? Like and he didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like, you know, it doesn't make, to me, to answer the question, it doesn't make you evil to not do it, but why wouldn't you want to do it? Why wouldn't you want to give back, you know, to the neighborhood you grew up in, to have that, and you had fucked up shit, and you had to go to this fucked up ass rec, and you had to go to these fucked up ass schools that didn't have computers and all this other shit that other schools. Why wouldn't you even want to? Like, yes, it's not your responsibility. You like, I made it, you can make it. I get that everybody can't make it. You know what I'm saying? If everybody that loved basketball could go to the NBA, every nigga in this room other than you and Carver will be in the NBA, because we all love basketball and play shot basketball. You love football. So if everybody can make it, you didn't do nothing different from another nigga that made it to the league. It's niggas in the league that you fucking probably better than, or was better than. You know what I'm saying? But they made it. That ain't your fault that you ain't make it. You probably harder. I mean, but also some people got put in the right situations. You know what I'm saying? Like personally, me, it ain't about. I mean, yes, I could have worked harder. Yes, I could have. But also, if my mother put me in the right situations, not blaming her or nothing, and it's not her fault. My mother did. She always had food on the table, so I'm definitely grateful of my black queen mother. But as far as making it out, yes, I could have made it out another way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just specifically speaking on sports. If she put me, if she was more of a basketball mom and put me with the right coaches and the right schools, I would have made it. You know what I'm saying? And certain other people could have made it too. It's niggas that I worked harder than that probably is in the league. They didn't do nothing different from me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying niggas that work hard. No, it's niggas, yes, they did work harder. But also, it was due to the situation too. That's the hand you got dealt. You know what I'm saying? Now it's my way. If basketball don't work, what's your alternative? You got to find something else. Cool, I get that. But it's not everybody's fault that they in the hood. Some people are in the hood because they lazy and they want to get unemployment and live off food stamps and all that and welfare and all that shit because they lazy. But it's also motherfuckers who really are trying. You see this little boy in the hood really trying to get out, and he's going to school and he's applying for all these scholarships, got a 4.0 grade average and can't get a scholarship. It's my job. It is my responsibility to motherfucking help that motherfucker. That's
the person that I would want to help. Like I said, now I get everything that you're saying, and my whole take is this: I'm with you on that. It's not my responsibility, but I will give back. If I made it, I will build that community center where the kids can go. I believe the kids are our future and shit like that. So you gotta nurture them at a young age and keep them. You gotta keep them together. Like, I'm big on education. I'm big on education because that's how my parents were and shit like that. Like, it was wild because I was always on an honor roll. So, and I always had good grades. So I remember I didn't make the honor roll one time. Like, I got put on punishment for the whole fucking quarter. I couldn't go outside the duff until my next report card came out.
So you was on honor roll like
my whole entire school career. I was on.
And you ain't go on honor roll one time. How that shit make you feel? Like, was that shit like weird?
Yeah, it was, because I was like, damn. To me, I felt as a failure because I didn't make the honor roll.
You was having too much fun in school.
I probably was. I'm not even gonna lie. I probably was.
Like, party in that quarter.
When you used to some shit.
That's when we met. So I ain't gonna meet.
Probably.
Fuck my man up.
It was his fault.
My bad.
When you used to some shit and you don't get it, then yeah, you do feel a certain kind of way. I did feel like a failure because I never told her this, but my competition when I was in school was my older sister, and like. Cause she did that shit. She was with that school shit. She got a master's degree. She was with that shit. Shout out to you, Jasmine. So, that was my competition in school. Right. Like, that's what kept me going and made sure I strive to be the best. So I always look at it. Education is key because that's the one thing nobody can take from you. You can lose everything. You can't take that education from you. That's yours. You earned it. You got it. That's yours. No matter how you got it, you paid for it, or whatever. That's yours. That's why I just stress the education part. Like,
my problem is people with the education, they got degrees and certain shit, and they don't use their degrees. I don't understand that. I mean, like y'all say, like sometimes the shit might not work out. You know, like me saying earlier, you might had this degree in this field, but you might not have the experience. You know what I'm saying? That shit. And sometimes it boils down to experience, but that don't mean just settle.
Yeah, but some people go to school and get a degree in something that they really don't like. Some people go to
something their parents wanted them to do.
Nah, sometimes you might do it because it sounded easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh, that's just cheating yourself then.
You know what I'm saying? You just like, I'm gonna go to college because, you know, I can, but I don't really want to be here. My mother told me to talk me into doing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to college because their parents told them that they're going to go. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you going to college or the military? And it's like, all right, I ain't going to no goddamn military. So I'm going to go to college. But it's like, niggas don't really want to be in school. Like, I hated school. But I went because I love basketball. And it just seemed like that was the goal. It's like, okay, in order to go to college, in order to go to the NBA, you gotta go to college. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how my mindset was because I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't have people, you know, I ain't have a lot of people teaching me the game. You know what I'm saying? Like all my mother used to, not all, but one thing my mother used to tell me is, you know, everything that you do in the 9th grade gonna follow you to the end. I didn't know what that meant.
Mother told me the same shit, and I ain't know either.
I ain't know what that meant. I didn't know what
I'm going to early lunch. Yeah. Fuck what you talking about.
I figured it out.
I figured it out when it was too late. I would pass. Here's the thing. I would pass every year. I just would, you know, this is how I looked at it. Once I found out that 3rd and 4th quarter you pass. I mean, once you pass 3rd and 4th quarter, you know you good. And if you pass 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, you good for the rest of the year. You don't even have to go to 4th. You know what I'm saying? So I would sometimes in certain classes, like, look, I done passed for this. I'm already past this class. I'm going, but then I'll fuck around and get an E 4th quarter, and then it'll bring my overall. I didn't know that they took all 4 of them grades, put it to 1. And then that will go on your transcript. That's what you know what I'm saying? And that's what my mother meant by everything you do will follow you. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that because she didn't give detail to it. She just said everything you do will follow you. But I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I'm thinking like PS74 suspensions. Okay, if I get suspended, you know that's gonna follow. And I ain't thinking like, okay, all I was thinking, pass next grade. Yeah. Pass next grade. As long as I pass, fuck what I pass with. A D is passing. So I will get a fucking. It is barely, but a D. If you get an A, B, C, or D, you pass.
He's still probably in this motherfucker. I'm in a room full of idiots.
That's why. He look. That's what he at. In the same room as the idiot.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I did not call
I'm just saying.
It was a joke, bro. It was a joke. My man was on auto early again. Fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah, but
I get to stick it early again. Not in the truck.
That nigga, he sat in the front of our class picture. He said all the smart niggas sat in the front.
Nigga, I sat in the front. No, nigga, no, I didn't. Wait, I'm about to say, I ain't sitting in the front.
Niggas was getting the honor roll stickers in high school, wasn't they?
No.
It was a certificate.
Yeah,
niggas get the honor roll stickers.
That's how you know he ain't get honor roll. You don't even know what niggas got.
He ain't seen honor roll since like maybe 2nd or 3rd.
I got honor roll a couple times because, see, as a basketball player, I would fuck around and get honor roll first or second quarter because those.
High school?
I probably ain't go to the assembly because I ain't care. I was getting the first quarter. You should have A's and B's at the least. Yeah, you ain't doing shit. Like it's easy as shit. So I would get that, and because first quarter was the quarter you need to start the basketball season.
Because you start in December.
Exactly. So first quarter you have to pass. If you don't pass first quarter, you're not playing until the second quarter, and that's the football team. Right. So I always did what the fuck I had to do in that first quarter. You know what I'm saying? And then second quarter, you still gotta do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. And then third quarter, it's like, all right, if I skate by, I passed. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And then,
hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened 12th grade after the basketball season.
12th grade after the basketball season? Nigga, I had a half a day. My man didn't. So when I would leave my half a day, I'd be picking this nigga up, and this nigga, he got 2 more classes. He's like, man, fuck it, I'm gone. And he be
pass already, gotta go.
Hate to see it.
We was gone. Yeah.
Graduate.
But that's when that person with that money is supposed to come back, you know, hold seminars, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, nigga, like that motivates a kid. Just coming back sometimes motivates.
This is something a kid can look up to.
Right, it's like,
I can do this.
That's how niggas look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like when fucking in New York, when fucking Stephon Marbury made it out of Coney Island. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, nigga, you made it out. You made it out of Coney Island, nigga. If you can make it out of Coney, you grew up, you went to the same school as that I'm going to right now. If you could do it, what's stopping me? You know what I'm saying? It's yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't fault people who try at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you could try harder, but as black people, we weren't given that. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, I think it was Oklahoma, they fucking built some houses or some shit, and they charged only white people can buy them, and the houses was like fucking $100. You know what I'm saying? And all these, and they bought up the whole shit, and you know, and then it generated revenue and all that other shit, and all they doing is passing these houses down, and they probably going for $500,000 now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, the black person couldn't buy this house that was for $100, and so it's like that's when the privilege shit come in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder for us to it's niggas really in that's millionaires that really grew up fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And what you're supposed to do is be motivated by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that nigga made like, what the fuck did he do? You know what I'm saying? And especially, you come back, you get that knowledge, you get that game. Look, this, like, you might not want to do exactly what my profession is. You might want to be a doctor. You need to make sure you get them grades right. You need to make sure you do this. You need to make sure you do that. Like, just get your shit together.
Because I always say that we don't need the next Michael Jordan or LeBron James.
Right.
We don't need that. We don't need the next one of those. We got enough basketball players. We want to hit it. We need the next Thurgood Marshall or the next Ben Carson before he went to the other side. He was a good doctor.
So you want the next Malcolm X?
I ain't say that either.
What the fuck did he do?
Started a revolution.
But was he getting paid?
No, he wasn't.
Mm-hmm. So
you know who was paying for his house and exposing all that other shit. Elijah
Muhammad.
Yeah.
Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah. You don't need one of those. Like, you really need people that you can aspire to. Like, man, damn, can I get a black doctor? Can we get another Mae Jemison and shit like that? People don't talk about her or none of that. You don't talk about all the other black historical figures that we had and shit like that. Everybody's so focused on the quick money. And no offense, being an athlete is quick money. You an instant millionaire. Well, you not instant, but you know once you draft it, you know you're gonna become a millionaire. And
but
that's
for how long? But for how long?
Absolutely. That's another thing.
Because what if you get hurt?
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. But people don't have.
But everybody don't want to be a basketball player. Everybody, you know, niggas want to be lawyers. Niggas want to be police officers. Niggas want to be firefighters. Niggas want to be, you know, fashion designers. Niggas want to be DJs. Like, it's niggas just want.
Yeah, and then you
work for everything you do.
Yeah, that's
I ain't gonna. If we got a school with 100 kids in it, and every single kid in here wants to be a basketball player and wants to go to the NBA, I'm gonna support every single one of y'all. But what I'm going to tell you is that everybody's not gonna make it. Correct. So you need to have a plan B. Find something else that might interest you, and at the end of the day, don't stop chasing your dream. If you want to be a basketball player, go. Try work hard. When these motherfuckers asleep, go to the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning, snow, get them extra shots, get that work in, because that's going to help you. But y'all do need to keep in the back of their mind that there's only 450 basketball players.
Out of them 100 kids, maybe 6 or 7 of them gonna make it. Out of them 100 kids.
I wouldn't even say that big. I mean, PG County probably is, but still, if it's like, it might be, honestly, statistically, it may just be one. If we going off numbers,
as Coach Carter would say, those are the stats for your ass.
Those are stats for your ass. But like I said, I ain't gonna tell a kid, you know, nigga, put that work in. You want to do this, you want to do that, be that. I don't care what you want to be. Just want to be something and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you want, you know what I'm saying, you want to be a basketball player, don't not go to practice. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you too cool to go to practice or whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be a lawyer? Don't think you know too smart and too cool to read and educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you always gotta have a plan B, because one thing for sure, I didn't have a plan B. Basketball was it for me. Like, it wasn't no plan B, and everybody used to always tell me have a fucking plan B. And then when basketball ain't work out, it's like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do? And that's when niggas you go get them fucking. Some people just don't know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta pay your bills, so you go get that job that you really don't want
to survive.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard out here.
Survival of the fittest.
You say what?
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Like, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
But as far as money and just being a brood of evil, like I said, it's an up and down thing for me, because motherfuckers, like I said, they go back, like I said, niggas will do, you know, they'll sell their soul for money, they'll kill,
That's all
they'll
I'm
steal, you know, they'll rob, and that's when, you know, that's the evil. You know what I'm saying? When you hurting somebody for money. You got something you want to say? Keep winking at me.
The phrase is, the money is the root to all evil. That money is
The
evil.
root of all.
It's the root of all evil, meaning that people will do anything for money.
Correct.
Anything and everything.
I know
I ain't
what I
saying
said.
it's
Oh,
wrong.
I was about to say, what?
was just- I was
Sound like
just
you was
saying-
correcting me. I was about to say, I
was
just
just
said
saying
that,
the
nigga.
phrase was the money is the
Yeah, the roots.
Give
Yeah,
it the
roots.
definition
It's
of the
R-O-O-T. Roots.
It's the
Roots.
stem to it. And I mean, not necessarily that it is evil.
Right.
Right.
He was
To
just giving the
piggyback
definition
on
of the phrase.
No, I get
Back on
it.
What Brody was saying, as far as I think he was
Make you do.
I think he was mixing it up, as far as thinking that addictions and all that is evil. That's not evil per se. None of it, what you were saying, was evil at all. But it wasn't evil to me. Evil as far as like taking that money and murdering somebody.
Right.
That's evil.
Right.
So hurting
But that's
yourself,
it.
not being evil. 'Cause
Hurting
with
yourself,
addiction,
what do you
an addiction can people's
That's not
addiction.
being
Those
evil.
are hurt. You're hurting
That's a
yourself.
decision you made.
Yeah,
That's not being evil.
That's your own decision. Nobody forcing you to do that. That's your decision.
I mean, well, it's not about somebody forcing you. I'm just saying, like that's you hurting yourself.
But it's motherfuckers that's broke or poor that has an addiction.
Are
You know what I'm saying? So that's, and it's like,
feeding
but
the addiction. To me, this is my opinion.
right. I get it, but
If you're feeding your addiction, then you're being evil to yourself. If you're feeding your addiction, like you said, some people don't know how to shake it. But again, in my opinion, if you're feeding your addiction, like if I take cocaine and I'm all of a sudden I'm a fucking crackhead, if I continue to feed that addiction, I'm becoming an evil person because I'm hurting myself. That's what I'm saying.
But that's a contradictory statement, bro. Because that's why it's called an addiction. You can't help it. It's an addiction.
You can't help it because some people get off.
Yeah, after fighting, you don't just get off an addiction. You
need
making
help.
it seem like it's that easy.
You need help.
It's not that easy. If
Some
you have an
motherfuckers go
addiction, yeah. We're talking about the majority, not the few, or the ones that do get off of it.
I'm
Well,
just saying,
easy
it's people
for
that do get off. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's people that do go. It's people that get off with help, and it's some people that get off cold turkey. That's all I'm saying.
But before they get off, they still had that addiction, though.
Right?
So you missing it. That word addiction.
so are you saying that people with money does evil things?
Correct.
It makes them want to do evil things. But if I had this addiction before I had money,
Whoa.
it don't. You know what I'm saying? The money ain't had
It
nothing
don't
to do.
make all people with money want to do evil.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just going piggybacking off with your example. So
Right.
you know, if I got I was a drug addict.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And okay, so boom.
It's probably
Let's go back to
worse
sports.
because you got money.
Right, I'm a
Now you
basketball
can
player.
afford
I'm a
it.
basketball player, and I'm very good, but I fucking do coke on shit all the time. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably gonna get
And-
worse because you can afford it.
Right, but that doesn't.
That doesn't make him evil.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him evil. Because
I mean, but like I said, his definition is, you know, and I'm just trying to understand his definition. I can't change his mind. I tell him how to think. That's how he think. But I'm just trying to understand it. So, but he's basically saying, you know, like it makes you do evil things. Certain people
Basically.
make certain people do evil things, and to him, having a drug addiction is an evil thing to him. It might not be evil to us. It might not be evil to him, but to him, a drug addiction is evil. So, and that's
I
just
can
that's
understand that.
right. That's what I'm just saying.
Thank you for what's the word I'm looking for?
agreeing.
Yeah, not agreeing, but fuck it, you know what I mean.
You know what he meant?
Well, let me ask y'all this question before we end the show. Do y'all feel like slavery is a choice?
Shit, we ain't about to end if we asking that question.
I ain't getting into that one.
Well, you don't want to start it off with you?
Is slavery a choice?
I'm not talking about back then.
You talking about now?
I feel like slavery is a mentality. I'm not gonna say a choice. Do you feel like slavery is
No,
a choice?
no,
Let's
you
start it. The slavery still exists. we
To
talking
a
about-
certain extent.
Okay, so slavery still
Elaborate.
exists to him.
Elaborate.
So
I feel like slavery still exists because for the people, like we had a conversation before the show, for the people that don't work for themselves, who get up and slave 8 to 12 to 16 hours a day, doing some shit that they really don't want to do, working for somebody, and half the motherfuckers don't even know who they working for. You know what I'm
getting
saying?
paid. Slaves didn't get paid.
They got room and board.
They got room and board. Did they?
Bro, I don't call that slavery.
Yeah.
I don't call that slavery. I can't agree with
Because
that
you get
statement.
paid just because.
I don't think going to work is.
That's what I think. I don't think going to work is slavery. I don't think going to work is slavery because everybody doesn't have the mindset of they want to own a business. Some
Right.
people enjoy that security of knowing they have a steady paycheck. Every week or every 2 weeks they have
Yes.
that security. They know they're going to get a paycheck.
There's no way I can compare going to work at your own free will opposed to somebody waking up in a place that they don't want to live, you know, being forced to, you know, pick cotton, and if they don't, get whipped. If they try to leave, they get caught and get whipped and raped and killed and hung and all that shit like that. Us going to work and all that shit is not, me going to work is not being,
A
I'm
lot
not
of
a
them
slave.
motherfucking slaves jump the boat. From what they tell us, a lot of them slaves jump the boat.
Meaning.
Meaning they jumped over the boat on the way here. From what this is what they told us.
You going in two different directions. You going in two different
No,
directions.
you said you're not comparing.
No, I'm asking, what is jumping over the boat? Like, what is
You
that?
know they came over
jump-
here in boats.
When they
Right,
jumped
right,
off the
so-
boat, that's
Right.
we going in two different directions.
I know. I'm trying to clarify what he said. He was comparing being a slave, working, being somewhere you don't want to be, coming to place, working for somebody, working or doing some shit you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's not slavery. That's
Right, I get it. I'm saying.
right.
But
Nah, I was just.
the slaves had a choice to come over here. Them motherfuckers could have fought. They could have jumped the boat. Some of them motherfuckers jumped the boat. So
And went back
you
to-
always have a choice, is what I'm saying.
Well, but also some of them were promised, you know, certain things. Like we don't know if they got on the boat. Like,
How
look,
you know? How do we know they didn't have a big ass war in the prison? In the slaves that came over here, not prisoners of war. How you know? How you know they wasn't fighting? They just do y'all really think them motherfuckers just like, oh, okay, cool, we promise y'all this, okay, cool, get your ass on the boat? I don't really think them motherfuckers just agreed to get on the boat. I feel like they fought, and the ones that was brought over here were prisoners of the fight or the war. I don't really feel like the motherfuckers just was all like, oh shit, well come on, let's go with these white people. Like,
Wrong. Do you have something to say?
no, he doesn't.
me too.
I still,
Oh,
I just
go ahead.
don't.
You say
No, I
what you
did.
want.
Slave. As far as the question, yes, slavery still exists because there's still people being trafficked, people still being
Incarcerated.
held against their will. Now, all over the world. So yes, slavery still exists. Probably not in how we
Look
were
at it.
as and our ancestors was done, but yes, it still exists. But to piggyback off what Brody was just saying, never mind. Go ahead, y'all go ahead.
You're not coming down no more. Oh, no.
No, because I don't want to make it a joke. So,
Yeah, like I said, I can't. Going to work is, to me, do I agree? You know, as far as does it still exist? I mean, yeah, you know, it's just the new millennium of it. You know what I'm saying? We still black people. We still, you know, getting killed and shit like by white people, and they not dealing with the consequence. They don't have to deal with the consequence. You know what I'm saying? It's a white America. But as far as, you know, work, going back to the whole, you know, getting up, going to work, getting paid, yes. You know, some people do work for companies like niggas work at Home Depot and have no idea who the owner of Home Depot is, but it's just, you know, that's just something they doing to get their bills
Arthur
paid,
Blank,
but it's not.
the owner of the Falcons.
Yeah, but it ain't, you know, that's not slavery. You know what I'm saying? You're not, you chose to work at Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? A slave back in the day, 1600s, it wasn't, they were forced. You know what I'm saying? They was forced, and do I feel like, you know, some of them could have, you know, like you said, jumped the boat or, you know, try to escape, but a lot of them were, you know, they didn't, some people didn't know no better. Some people were born into that shit and you don't know that there's, you don't. It's like, okay, some people like, if I do leave, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do. Some people have different mindsets. Prime's got already tell me. You know what I'm saying? She, yeah, let's get out of here. We can go up north. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't doing that shit up there.
Always got a choice.
Right, but some people still, it's just lack of knowledge. A lot of them, they weren't fortunate enough to, go to school and learn and read and all that other shit. So they didn't know, so I'm not going to hold that against them because we're privileged. We still, as black people, we still fucked up. But at the end of the day, compared to them, us, they paved the way for us, which why we are, like, we have the opportunity to go to school and vote and do all that shit that they couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna say that going to work is being a slave. That's a choice. Just like you said, they had a choice to leave or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like some people didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a choice because I'm here. I was born into this shit. I don't know anything but this. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally watched the video. And the dude was like, man, you know what? I'm trying to, mix some shit up with my slaves. It's getting too hectic over here. So the dude came over and said, look, he was like, look, I'm going to talk to your slave. Don't say nothing. He said, he went up there, made an announcement to all the slaves. He said, from now on, y'all are free. Y'all all have equal rights to this plantation, but we're going to keep Mr. Johnson in charge because he know how to run the plantation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So then one day a nigga did what was he was like, so y'all gonna go, y'all free, celebrate, come back tomorrow, and y'all gonna go to work. And then they go to work. And then dude is like, all right, somebody not doing the work, so he beats him. And it's like, hold on, I thought we free. And it's like, yeah, but we still gotta have rules and order. You know what I'm saying? It's like they confused them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you told me I'm free, but yet I'm doing the same shit I was doing before you told me I was free. But yet I'm still on this plantation being ran by a white man because I don't know how to run a plantation. Because he's like, okay, well, you know how to run a plantation? No, I don't. Okay, well, we're going to let Mr. Johnson run the plantation since he's the one that's more knowledgeable of running the plantation. So therefore, you're being a slave, but they just told you that you was free. But you really wasn't.
They kept trying to press that free shit in your head to make you brainwash you, basically. Say, oh, you're free, but you're still working here.
What you got to say, cameraman? You ain't, all right, go ahead, my bad.
Mental manipulation.
But like I said, I don't. The original question, is it a mindset?
Yeah, I feel like this.
Yeah, I don't think it was a mindset because it really happened. It ain't something that we just made up. That shit is. I don't got the proof, but who just made niggas just made that live and just told us that we were slaves and it really wasn't.
I don't think nobody ever would go that far.
Right, so that's why I don't think it's a mindset. How can something be a mindset that's like, okay, my father got killed? Is that a mindset? No, it ain't a mindset. That really happened. You know what I'm saying? That's reality. The reality is slavery exists. It existed. It still exists. It's not a mindset. It can't be a mindset when it is. It's like, it's just.
I'm gonna just piggyback off of the last topic. I feel like slavery is a mindset because all of us are slaves to money. We all do what we have to do for money.
Mm-hmm.
So we are slaves to the money, and again, that goes back to people doing shit that they normally wouldn't do for money. Like I said, nigga come down here, not saying nobody down here wild or nothing like that, but just saying, like, hypothetically speaking, somebody come down here, put $100 million on the table, say, hey, I got $100 million if you do this, nigga, now you're my slave. Because I'm making you do such and such and such. If you want this money, you gotta do what the fuck I say. You're my fucking slave at this point.
Technically, that's not a slave. It's not a slave.
If you want me to keep paying
you a worker.
You made a decision.
You working.
You made a decision.
You're not being a slave. He's not forcing you to do nothing.
Right. You made that choice.
That's your decision.
So what you trying to say is just basically, all them slaves they got every slave back in the day had a choice. That's basically what you're saying. You're saying they had a choice and they didn't have to be a slave.
Like some of them could have choose to jump the boat, some of them
They
could have
died.
choose to die.
They died.
Right.
They
Some
did.
of them choose not to
Some
do.
of them
Some
did
of
choose
them
not.
motherfuckers
They
had
died.
a choice whether
And
to
the
wake
ones
up
that
and go
chose-
pick the cotton. Ain't Hey, that's the
ones that chose not to do it got their ass beat.
Hey,
They
and
got
that's
killed.
what. Hey,
Yeah, they got killed. But
they got killed, but that's again.
that was a choice.
Right. They rather die than do the bullshit. Rather die than go through what they was going through. A lot of them motherfuckers was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm over the boat. Fuck this
But
shit.
your analogy that you just gave about the 100 million, that's not a good
That's being a
analogy.
slave to money.
It's not
Doing
because
whatever.
it's
So
not.
what's
Doing
the
whatever
so,
a motherfucker tell you to do
what-
for $1, bro.
so was the Holocaust slavery?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say.
So
It
what's
was in
the
concentration camps.
so what's the difference from the Holocaust and
Them motherfuckers, they had a choice. They could have died or they could have been in the concentration camp. They had a choice. You can either fight or you can let a motherfucker shackle you up and treat you any kind of way. If if you at war,
Mhm.
right? We go to war. You get taken prisoner. Are you gonna fight or you just gonna let them take you? Just gonna let them shackle you up and do whatever the fuck they want to do with
so
you?
I get what you're saying. Okay, it's, you make the decision to either die or do it. Dying isn't a good idea to everybody.
So you gonna die anyway.
Not
You're
necessarily.
fucking prisoner of war. You gonna die anyway.
Not
Them motherfuckers
necessarily.
who put in concentration camps. Motherfuckers is dying left and right.
All of them.
I'd rather fight and die than sit there and starve and lay in shit.
Now hold on.
and
Now
piss
that's a
and all
mindset.
that-
No,
all
hold.
that
No,
other
no.
stuff.
Now that's your mindset. That's a mindset. That's a mindset. Like he just said, everybody don't
It's
think
a
like
choice.
that. That's a mindset. You said you would rather die.
That's my choice.
And that's also your mindset. That's your way of thinking. Everybody don't think like that. Just like everybody doesn't think going to work is still considered being a slave. Because you need you need money to survive.
Okay.
And going to work is going to get you money
why-
to survive.
So it's like, what's the difference from a person that go to work, get paid, and a person that wants to be a fashion designer? Yes, okay, I got my own business, but why do you have your own business to make money?
Yes,
That's
but the difference is between those two.
Money runs everything, so we're all slaves to money. I say
yourself.
Money controls all.
It does, but the difference between the two that you just described.
But slavery and being a slave to money is different. You know what I'm saying? We want to live. We want to be able to
survive. We
that's
wanna
what
live-
everything
we wanna live
costs.
comfortably.
Everything costs. So we
Right.
want the big house. We want the nice cars.
We need it to do whatever the fuck we gonna
But
do.
the fashion designer and the guy that's going to work make two different people because
So go ahead. My bad.
the fashion designer is trying to make a product to make money.
Okay.
So you're working for yourself. You're
Right,
trying
I
to
get
make
all
your
that.
money. Now
Right.
the guy that's going to work is already secure. He know he's going to get paid.
Right. No, I was just speaking on. I was honestly talking to him, but this is my question. So you saying motherfuckers are slaves of money and all that other shit. So the niggas that go to work, you know, they slave because they want to get all this other shit. What about the niggas that don't want shit? What about this homeless person who don't want nothing? I don't want nothing. But I'm hungry though. So why you don't get him $1? You said you don't want to get a homeless
Don't
person.
get me wrong. I don't just like all homeless people. I don't be carrying them like that.
Right, I'm just saying, why wouldn't you want to give every homeless person $1? Because you should look the way the shit that you're saying today is basically you saying that, you know, okay, you chose to not be a slave to the dollar. So since you choosing not to be a slave to the dollar, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck with you and give you $1, or I'm gonna buy you a burger because you don't want to be a slave to money.
Right, I get what you're saying. But I fuck with, don't get me wrong, we're all slaves to money, and there's really nothing wrong with it because we need it to survive. But the fact of the matter is we're still slaves to it because we let it control us. It controls everything. The money is in control. So we're all, you know what I'm saying, slaves to it. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it because we actually fucking need it. But at the same time, we're still slaves. Do you get where I'm going with? Do you get where I'm going?
Right, but we're so in order to be a slave, so we're property to money. Money owns us.
Money owns everything around us
But money, what you're saying is money owns us.
to a certain degree. We nothing if we don't have it.
Right, but we want
We
it.
can't do nothing. If
We
don't
want
have
it. We want money. We going to work and we want the money. It
because
ain't.
we can't survive without it.
Oh, yes, you can. Look, at homeless people are doing it every day. They going and staying at shelters and all type of shit because they.
But money built the shelter.
It's people that's
You need
living.
money to build a shelter.
It's people that's living in the wilderness that's built their own homes, living without electricity.
You're absolutely right. Those motherfuckers, they some different motherfuckers.
They doing it
Motherfuckers is Boy
without
Scouts.
money. So it's people out here that's living without money.
Correct,
Don't
but it's
need
not
it at
allowed.
all. Using wilderness as for food, light, sun for electricity, all that.
Right, you're absolutely right. But it's not a lot of those people around. Homeless people, okay,
And
cool.
they
but
doing
if I guarantee you though, if you give a homeless motherfucker some money, he gonna take it because he know he need it. Now the motherfuckers he talking about that live in the woods in the wilderness, they different. They built different.
The Amish people.
They different buddies.
And they don't use deodorant.
How you think they got that damn horse stuff?
They might have stole it.
That's evil.
Hey,
They bred it.
hey, I don't know. I just know they ride around with the motherfuckers. They don't got cars, they don't got no electricity, none of that. They don't believe in that shit. But again, everything around us is owned by a fucking dollar.
I mean, it's not owned by a dollar.
It's not owned by a dollar, but it's made from a dollar.
Right, so basically every team in the NBA is owned by a dollar. Like, fuck who actually, the person who worked hard and got the money to buy the team, it's just, oh, this the money team. This ain't even your team. The money own this.
Yeah, because without the money, your ass wouldn't have it.
Yeah, but you got to be the nigga with the money. You got to get the money.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get the money. Again, you slave to the money because you know if you don't get this motherfucker, you won't have this team.
Yeah, but you, okay, so you, it's cool. It's cool to not want nothing in life.
That's not what I'm saying. I just said there's nothing wrong with it because we need it. But all I'm saying is we're just slaves to money. Some people will do anything for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're all slaves to money, and then you got some people who will just do anything for it without morals or have any standards or rules or boundaries. That's all I'm saying.
It's your last time coming to you. Go ahead and speak. You like,
I disagree because the person who actually worked hard to get that money is not a slave to their money. So I'm not understanding your terminology.
the terminology is just saying that money is, we are slaves to money.
I don't understand it because
Because we
that
need to
person that
survive.
worked hard to get that money is not slave
They
to
had
the
to work
money.
their ass off to get it.
So
But that's what you want to do.
What's wrong with hard work?
Nothing. I'm not saying it. I'm not
No,
saying
he just saying, I get what he's saying. He's being super technical by just saying that money it owns all of us. And he's saying,
Without it, you can't do shit without
so
it.
he's not even going,
Shit that
he's
you
not
wanna
even,
do.
yeah, he's not even saying, oh nigga, you fucking worked hard for the money. It's the fact that why did you do what you did to get the money? Because you was a slave to it. That's what he's saying.
but I disagree.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with you disagreeing.
I may have sat in my room and studied my ass off, got my degrees, all that. Ain't probably
To get the
even
money.
stepped outside.
To get the money.
So how am I a slave to money?
Because you was working for it. You're doing something for the money because you know without that money you're not gonna be able to do what you want to do. So you want to do what you have to do to get the money.
Yeah, but
So you saying the word working meaning you're a slave. Period.
I'm saying you're a slave to the money because without the fucking money you can't do shit. So you gonna do whatever you
so
got to do for it.
basically saying
So whatever type of work you do to
we
get
the money
money.
property.
That's what.
That's
So
my
again,
man.
so you saying working, overall working, you're a slave. No
To
matter
the
the
money,
work.
yeah. For the money, yeah. You're a slave for the money. I just said that.
Man, stop talking around.
The fuck? I just said that. Bro.
That was funny.
Part 2 next week.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm your host, the Real Brody, and this is the We Say
They say.
podcast. Got my man right here, Ezel. Got my brother, my DJ, my man, 2 motherfucking times. Spend that shit,
Two
cuz.
times, say it 2 times.